Welcome to another episode of Paco's Diecast Garage. Today we have another wheel swap Wednesday. We're going to be working with this Corvette. This is your factory Corvette in here. And we're going to be swapping some wheels. We're going to try to give this a new stand. It's going to be a little different than what we have in here. We're going to look at some details and see if we could do anything with it, but have beautiful headlights and the Corvette logo in there. Taillights are detailed as well. I may put a license plate in there, then maybe we get in there in the engine bay and do some details on the engine to make something more into it. This car has already been drilled for the purpose of the video, so we could go over that. Both poles are drilled and it's ready to be swapped here pretty soon. Here are the wheels that I'm going to be using. This is a Yokohama Advan with let's see if I could get it closer to you guys. These are, there you go. These are from MMR, which is Mud My Ride. And we're going to be stuffing these big fat tires in there on the back. We're going to do some sanding and fitting it into there. But we're going to make it work, guys. I have some axles in here that they were from Mud My Ride as well. I'm going to have to do some trimming on the axles to ensure the wheels are there, and we're going to probably shave a little bit of the wheels inside to try to tuck them in the body of this beautiful Corvette. So let me go ahead and open these. I'm going to start looking into the sizing of these wheels, and we will be we're going to be doing some detailing in here. I could do a little bit of something in there and make it stand out a little better. But we're going to work on that. We already have these wheels pop. Just to give you an idea, all we do is get in here under the axle with this point and just pop it up, and the wheels will come right off. I had to test fit these wheels and tires, the new ones, to make sure we could make it work. It's going to give it a nice stand, very nice seat, way that the vehicle sit, and the fitment on the tires with that white tires. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to go ahead and start fitting the tubes and cut them. Okay, the way this tubing work is you have a pin head that you're going to insert into the tubing. Bear with me, this is so tiny that kind of difficult for me to get it in there. But I'm going to go ahead and put that pin on this side so I could insert the first wheel and start doing some measurements here pretty soon. This is what she's looking like. Let me see if she could focus. There you go. That's the front wheel setup. And I'm gonna go ahead and see how it fit according to that. If it doesn't fit properly there on the front, we do some cutting. I know we have to do some cutting on the back. So let me see where we get with this. Again, we put that push pin in there, the pin head. We push it all the way down, and that will secure my tires, that they don't come out. I think our front could use some trimming, definitely. I try to make it as best as I can. So I'm gonna get my caliper and take a measurement. That way I make sure that I don't cut too much. But with this wheel already being in place and with the pin, I could actually measure inside of the wheel and tie it in here. And get me, look like it's gonna be, well, it's gonna have to be measured this way. Make sure I'm moving the wheel all the way. So it look like if I take away about 2 millimeters, which should be good. So let me go ahead and cut this axle. Okay guys, here it is, the axle. I want to show you a little more details on it. What you have in here is a pin that actually insert into that hollow axle. I don't know if that light will help you. That insert into it, and then that allowed the tires to stay in place and they will not come out of there. So I'm going to be cutting these to make it narrower and try to refit the front on the car and see where we're going. Got to be using my rotary tool for to be able to cut this axle. That way we don't damage the holes in here, so we could still pull the pin. Let me go ahead and trim this off camera. Just remember to use your safety glasses, and if you're less than 14 or even at 14 or over, if you live with your parents, supervision from them is highly recommended if you haven't ever done it before. So let's go ahead and get this cut and see where we could get it. Okay, we got this edge cut already. If it's not really straight, you could take your file and just file it down to make it be straight. Doesn't take much. That's what you see me, that I'm barely putting too much into it. So let's take this front end and check it out. See how we're gonna fit this guy in there. Well, you need the tires in there as well. So let me pop the tires in. We do a fitting. Bear with me between my shaking that I shake so much and and trying to get into that tiny little axle is pretty hard. But if the pins don't go in there with a lot of pressure, you could tend to bend them a little bit, and then they will be holding your tires a lot better. All right, I think we're beautiful in there. That's gonna work just perfect. As you see, they freely run. So we got one in shape already. I'm gonna put it on the side because I will be measuring the back axle, doing the cutting, and then we will go through the next step. Now let's see if we could make this happen. I'm sure we can. We just have to carefully measure 3 times, cut once. We'll see. Here we go. This one need to be bended a little bit. I'll just give a slight bend. Well, here it is. After some tweaking, adjustment, cutting and stuff, axles are to the proper size, and I'm gonna go ahead and super glue them into place. That way they don't come out and they will be there still. We're gonna be bending those tabs down a little bit. The one on the back is broken, so I'm just gonna put super glue into place, and we're gonna then put it together. I will be showing you guys how it look on the round table.